Now, philosophy of leadership. Value-based management calls for a new philosophy of leadership. It holds that an authentic leader sees him or herself as a teacher as well as the ultimate servant. A true leader is one who empowers others to realize their hidden potential, not one who rules by fear or refuses to be accountable to others. Value-based management is catalyzed by such leaders, but it is developed and sustained from the ground up. A well-designed value-based management system sharpens and crystallizes the leader's philosophy around a set of universal moral principles. Through a participatory, company-wide process, these principles are refined and embedded within the organization, laying the foundation for an ongoing ownership sharing culture. A leader should always strive to empower and encourage people to be responsible for and make decisions in areas directly affecting their lives and work and at the level of their competence, power, responsibility, and accountability over philosophy should be decentralized to avoid potential abuses which occur when these are centralized or concentrated. Those in a higher level within an organization should avoid making decisions which can be made most effectively and competently by those at lower levels. Value-based management is not a village democracy where every decision is voted upon all members of the company, nor it is management by the committee. Rather, value-based management builds checks and balances in the company's governance and accountability system. It protects the property rights of all shareholders but allows executives flexibility to make traditional executive decisions. The purpose of value-based management is to help empower people and raise their human dignity and quality of life both inside and outside workplace. Its principal economic means for achieving these ends is expanded capital ownership. Value-based management offers every worker the most effective tool to become a co-owner of the place where he works. The employee stock ownership plan was created to provide workers with access to capital credit previously available only to those with significant accumulated assets and to pay for their shares out of future corporate profits, which they help the company to earn. But in terms of value-based management, ESOP by itself is insufficient without a clear articulation of shared morals, values, and the systematic dispersion of power and accountability in a company. The ESOP can be used as a tool to exploit workers and deprive them from their ownership rights, thus violating the fundamental principle of justice underlying value-based management. In contrast, an ESOP based on value-based management principles respect the property rights of every shareholder. What are the components of value-based management? A foundation of universal moral values starting with the intrinsic value of each person, each employee, customer, and supplier. Success in the marketplace based on delivering maximum value, high quality at lower price to the customer. Reward based on the value people contribute to the company as individuals and as a team, as workers and as owners. What are the aspects of value? Creating structures of corporate governance and management based on shared moral values as expressed as a written set of a company core values, ethics, principles, within which defined culture and a clarified social purpose and mission of the organization. A code of ethics that describes virtues habits to be encouraged, which guide individual behavior towards strengthening the company's culture, interpersonal harmony. Ideally, these core values and code of ethics are engaged upon the consensus by every person in the company and are subject to periodic review and improvement, as with Herman Miller's renewal process. They serve as compass for guiding corporate objectives, policies, and other decisions. They also provide a basis for judging people's behavior, maximizing value for the customer. Value-based management expresses a simple formula for any business to follow for succeeding in a competitive marketplace. Value is equal to Q plus Q by P. Q means quality, P is price. This states the value delivered to the customer increases as the quality of the good or service increases and its price decreases. Within value-based culture, everyone in the company has a self-interest in providing service to the customer because ultimately it is the customer who signs every employee's paycheck. Structuring the company's compensation and reward system to enable every person in the company to be rewarded for the value of their contribution to the company. This one is fundamental aspect of ownership. It reflects the correct principle of distributive justice contained within the Caslow-Aldous theory of economic justice, where a person's returns are based on performance and contribution, not charity, because value-based management compensation and reward system that would include a monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly bonus linked to each worker's profit center within the company. Annual corporate-wide performance bonuses based on formula tying each worker's contribution to overall company's profits. A structured profit-based program of share ownership supplemented by cash dividend payouts to reinforce long-term ownership consciousness. Now, effect of value-based management areas are designed to institutionalize shared responsibility, shared risk, shared reward within the company's ongoing structures and processes. The key management areas affected by value-based management transformation process include corporate values and vision, leadership styles and skills, corporate governance, open book management, operations, policies and procedures, communications, information sharing, training and education, pay and rewards, grievance and adjudication, collective bargaining with labor unions, employee shareholder education and participation, future planning. Thank you.